Hey guys, welcome to Jaxbeautifulyou. In today's video, I'm super excited. I have a fun little video here. This is 10 special occasions and the 10 perfumes I would choose to wear for those special occasions. I just thought that it sounded like a lot of fun to do this video. If you're new here, hi, my name is Jackie. I do beauty, special effects, and perfume videos on this channel. If you are into that kind of content, then please subscribe. To my returning subscribers, thank you guys so much for all of your support. I really appreciate each and every one of you. And if you're interested in seeing the top 10 special occasions that I chose and the perfumes that I would wear for those occasions, then just keep on watching. All right, the first special occasion is my wedding day. So I'm already married, but if I weren't married and I was getting married, what perfume would I choose for my big day? And the answer was very clear to me. I knew right away exactly what perfume I was going to pick for this, and this is by Parfums de Marly. This is the Delina Exclusive. This perfume is probably the perfume that makes me feel the most beautiful in my collection. I love the bottle. I think it is so beautiful. I love the crystal on the top and the little tassels. It's just such an elegant, beautiful, almost makes me feel like something a princess would wear, something royalty would wear, and you want to feel like royalty, you want to feel like a princess on your wedding day. At least I know I do. This is so good. It just makes me feel so feminine, elegant, sophisticated. It really does make me feel like $1,000,000. The top notes are lychee, pear, and bergamot, and I really do love that lychee in the opening. I think it's just such a sweet, fruity opening. It smells delicious. But then in the middle you have Turkish rose, oud, and incense. And that Turkish rose and the oud, it's a really smooth oud. It's not like a overly woody scent to my nose. I'm not the biggest fan of oud, but this is just beautiful. That rose and that incense, it's addicting. It is intoxicating, it's addicting, and like I said, it just makes me feel like I'm at my most beautiful. And then base notes are vanilla, amber, and some more woody notes. The vanilla really helps to just make this nice and sweet and creamy. It's just a very creamy, feminine, delicious, beautiful scent that I can't get enough of. But yeah, when I was making this list of special occasions, I knew that this was going to be my wedding day scent because I honestly couldn't think of anything else I'd rather smell like. Every single time I wear this perfume, I get compliments. I'm not even kidding. Like, that's not an exaggeration. Every single time I wear it, I get compliments. I did actually wear this perfume on Thanksgiving Day this year. And this is not a perfume that you want to overspray. This is not a perfume that you want to be messing around too much with because it is a beast mode of a performer, and just a couple of sprays is all it takes. And I did overspray this on Thanksgiving Day, and I may or may not have choked people out during Thanksgiving dinner. I thought I smelled amazing. I did get compliments that day, but it was a little much, you know, it was a little much. So you gotta be careful with this perfume. You don't want to overspray it. You want to just a couple of sprays and you will smell amazing all day long. This is a very strong performing perfume, very beautiful, very elegant, and it's what I would choose for my wedding day. Special occasion number 2 is if I was a guest at someone else's wedding. Or you can insert something else that's kind of similar to that, like maybe a baby shower or a graduation, but you're a guest at someone else's event. In this instance, I would want to smell beautiful, I would want to smell classy, but I wouldn't want something that was overpowering. I wouldn't want to take away from someone else's big day. And so I'd want to smell nice and smell pretty, but I would want it to be just kind of like a general crowd pleasing type of scent. And so I picked Valentino Donna Born in Roma. I love this perfume. I think it is absolutely stunning and it makes me feel very, very pretty when I wear it. But it's not an overly loud perfume. It has really, really good performance. This lasts all day on me and I've gotten compliments on this as well. I think it's a just very proud, pleasing type of scent. It wouldn't distract or take away from someone else. It's a great like everyday kind of scent. Just an everyday, daytime, pretty, feminine. This would be a great signature scent. Top notes are black currant, pink pepper, and bergamot, which I love pink pepper in my perfumes. It seems like every time pink pepper is in the opening of a perfume, I really enjoy that. The middle notes of this perfume is all about jasmine. There's jasmine, jasmine sambac, jasmine tea. So you really have to like jasmine in order to like this perfume, which I do. I absolutely love jasmine. And then base notes has some gaiac wood in it. And it also has bourbon, vanilla, and some cashmerian. And the bourbon vanilla just gives it like this fun, I wouldn't say boozy, but it gives it like a fun little twist. You know what I mean? It's not just a straight up vanilla. It's a bourbon vanilla. It's not boozy to my nose, but it does give it a little bit of an extra something in the vanilla. You know what I mean? And then that gaiac wood, there is a hint of woodiness in here. It's not overly woody, but you do get that woody type of vibe from this, which I think just plays so beautifully with the vanilla, the jasmine, and the pink pepper. It's just so feminine and so just everyday, beautiful. You know, this is something a pretty girl would wear. All right, the next special occasion is if I were going on vacation. So I kind of cheated a little bit on this one. I actually have 2 perfumes for this one question, which is cheating, but that's okay because I'm just gonna go with it. But if I were to be going on a vacation to somewhere tropical, someplace warm, which is more likely for me, I'm very much a warm weather type of person. I had a lot of different perfumes that I was thinking about for this answer, but I think I would choose from Lancome the La Vie Belle Soleil Cristal. This is absolutely beautiful, and for a summer fragrance, this has some amazing performance. This lasts all day long. I think this is a fantastic summertime option if you're looking for something that's long lasting, because summer perfumes don't always last a super long time. Top notes are mandarin orange, pink pepper, and bergamot. I love mandarin orange, I love pink pepper, and I love bergamot. So the opening is already off to a good start. Middle notes are ylang ylang, iris, jasmine, and orange blossom, which are all notes that I love as well. The ylang ylang is definitely there and present. You can definitely smell that. It gives it that tropical kind of vibe. But then the fun part is the base notes where you have coconut, vanilla, and patchouli. And I just love that. You guys know already, if you've been watching my channel, you know I love when they put patchouli in fragrances, because I think it gives it character, it gives it some depth, and it kind of helps to round out the fragrance. And that coconut and ylang ylang in here just really makes it feel tropical to me. Very coconut, very tropical, very sweet. I love this perfume. I think it smells so good, and it would be absolutely perfect for a tropical vacation somewhere nice and warm, sitting on the beach drinking pina coladas. Now, if I were going on vacation somewhere that was colder, I would choose Mon Guerlain Intense. This perfume is one of my top favorite perfumes in my collection. It's like top 5 easily for sure. I'm actually wearing it today. I sprayed it and I'm still just as in love with it as I was in the beginning when I first got it. It's just magical. It's so beautiful, and every time I wear it, I seem to love it even more, you know, if that's even possible. It just kind of amazes me every time I spray it. I just absolutely adore this perfume, and I think it's perfect for like this time of year, colder weather. It just really shines. It's a little heavier than the original. It is definitely more intense. The original one I don't find to be like overly sexy, but this one has a sexy touch to it, but it's not so sexy that you would only be able to wear it for date nights. It's one of those situations where you could wear it during the day or you could wear it at night. It would work for day or night, pretty much any occasion. It's a pretty safe bet to take on a vacation when you know you're going to be maybe going out to dinner, but you're also going to be doing some fun things during the day as well, and you just want to smell amazing. I really do think that this perfume shines the best in the colder months for sure. Top notes are lavender, mandarin orange, and bergamot. So again, I love mandarin orange, and I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about the lavender. I thought, you know, maybe it would make it masculine smelling, because that lavender sometimes makes perfumes smell a little bit more masculine, but this is so feminine. There is nothing masculine about this perfume in my opinion, and it makes me feel so incredibly beautiful when I wear it. Middle notes are Tahitian vanilla, Madagascar vanilla, iris, jasmine sambac, and rose. There's a lot of vanilla in here, and I love that there's Madagascar vanilla, there's Tahitian vanilla, there's rose, there's jasmine. I mean, it's just beautiful. I really, really love the middle part of this, and you really can smell like the journey, the development of this perfume. It's just so much fun because you've got that opening, that lavender with some orange, and then you can really make out the vanilla. It starts to get really, really sweet in the middle, and you get a hint of that rose. And then in the base, you have patchouli and you have licorice, which I love it. I love the patchouli licorice combination in here. You have benzoin, white musk, you have sandalwood. It's a beautiful base. I just think it's such a deep and sexy base. This will be forever in my collection. I really don't think I would ever get sick of this perfume. Like I said, every time I wear it, it amazes me. If you have not tried this perfume, you really need to. It's amazing. If you like sweet, feminine, but sexy perfumes with a lot of character, but is also really crowd pleasing and has amazing performance, great scent bubble around you, great sillage, just an absolutely 10 out of 10 perfume for me, and I highly recommend it. The next special occasion is my birthday. So I don't know about you, but my birthday is a big deal. I like to celebrate my birthday. I think everybody should have a day where they just get pampered, they get spoiled, they celebrate themselves. I just think birthdays are important. My birthday is in April, so it's right around the springtime, and I was really thinking, you know, what is the perfect perfume for my birthday? You know, what would be just perfect for April, spring, but would make me feel special? And then it hit me, and I knew exactly what perfume I would pick because I absolutely love it. I love everything about it, and that is Carolina Herrera Very Good Girl. I am obsessed with this bottle. This red stiletto is everything. I think it is super beautiful. I just really, really enjoy this fragrance quite a bit. I think it's a perfect spring, summer type fragrance. It's very different from Good Girl, a completely different situation. I'm not the biggest fan of the original Good Girl. Top notes are lychee and red currant, and then in the middle you just have rose, which I love rose in my perfumes. Obviously, like almost all of my perfumes have rose in it some way or another. And then base notes are vetiver and vanilla. I just think this is such a sweet, fun, happy, summertime with a little twist of sexiness in it type of perfume. It's very uplifting. It just makes me happy. I think the lasting power on this is really good. I think there's a great sillage around you. No issues with the performance at all. I love the bottle. I love the scent, and it just makes me happy. And I thought, you know what? This would definitely be the scent that I would pick on my birthday. It just is so uplifting. It just smells so feminine. So pretty. If you like lychee, rose, vanilla type of scents, I think you'd really like this one. All right, the next special occasion is if you are going to a very formal, fancy, like black tie event. And I was thinking, you know, I have to have two perfumes for this as well. Because what if you were going to a formal event in the spring and summer, or in the fall or winter? I think that the options would kind of change depending on the season. At least it would for me. So the perfumes I'm talking about is the Coco Mademoiselle. This is the original, and then the Coco Mademoiselle Intense. So these are the two perfumes I would choose if I were going to be going to a black tie event, because they're very elegant, timeless, classy. The original Coco Mademoiselle, in my opinion, is a masterpiece. I think that this is just an unmatched perfume. that all other perfumes need to strive to reach that bar. It's just so, so good. So the original Coco Mademoiselle is what I would choose if I were going to a formal event that was in the spring or summertime. The reason for that is because this one isn't quite as heavy as the Intense version, and this has a little bit more of a citrusy opening. There's orange, mandarin orange, and bergamot, and orange blossom in the opening, and then middle notes are Turkish rose, jasmine, mimosa, and ylang ylang, so you get a little tiny tropical-ish kind of twist in there. And then in the base, you have patchouli, you have white musk, vanilla, vetiver, tonka bean, and opopanox. So like I said, I think that this is a masterpiece. I don't think you can go wrong with this. This is a beast mode of a performer for me. This lasts all day and it projects like a beast. It's just beast mode. And so is the Intense version. They both are beast mode perfumes. And I just think you can't go wrong. If you want to smell classy, if you want to smell elegant, if you want to smell feminine, if you want to smell like you are just a super put together woman, Coco Mademoiselle. It's timeless. It's beautiful. I absolutely love it. And then for the fall or winter, I would pick the Intense version. Only difference in this is that there's not quite as much of a citrusy opening. There's still citrus in the opening, but it's not quite as like citrusy. And the base is amplified. There's a lot more patchouli in here and there's a lot more vanilla. So they added patchouli and vanilla in here into the base. There's already vanilla and patchouli in the original, but they added more into the base of the Intense version. I do prefer the Intense version just a little bit more than the original because I'm a big sucker for patchouli, especially the patchouli that Chanel uses. There's something in Chanel fragrances, and I think it's their patchouli, that just gets me. It just gets me. It makes me weak in the knees. This is like my #1 favorite perfume in my collection. And if I want to feel like $1,000,000 and just super classy and elegant, this is the perfume that I would choose. All right, the next special occasion is a sexy hot date. So if I were going on a sexy hot date night with my husband and I wanted to feel super seductive and super sexy, the perfume I would choose would be by Jean Paul Gaultier, and this is Scandal. Now, this is the original Scandal. I've heard a lot of people say that they love Scandal by Night, the A Paris. I love the original. I'm really nervous about Scandal by Night just because it has a cherry note, and I've heard some people say that it smells really medicinal, and I'm really sensitive to that. So I love my original. I think this one is absolutely beautiful. Now, some people have said that this is too loud, it's too sweet, it's too obnoxious, they find it to be linear. I disagree with all of those. To me, this is just perfection, and I love everything about it. I love the bottle. I think it just kind of reminds me of a girl diving like headfirst into a perfume. I think it's just beautiful. This is a very sexy perfume. You definitely have to be committed to this scent if you're gonna wear it because this is a beast. It is very loud, and to some people it's obnoxious because if you don't like it, then it's going to be super obnoxious, you know what I mean? But for me, since I love the scent so much, to me it's just like, yeah, I love that. It's out there. Everybody's going to be able to smell you. It is intense, but I like it. I'm a bold kind of person. I like bold kind of perfumes. I'm not a subtle person. Not that there's not a time and a place for that. There really is, but life is too short for me to be subtle, and I want to be seen, and I want people to smell me when I go out. When I want to feel sexy, this is what I want. I love honey. I absolutely love honey. If you don't like honey, please pass on this. This is not a safe blind buy at all. Just not a safe blind buy. It's very sweet. And again, some people think that it's a little linear, but to me, I find it incredibly interesting because the opening, you have blood orange and then you have mandarin orange. So I love orange. Orange is just, I love orange in my perfumes, especially like a sweet, juicy kind of orange. And that's what's in here. It's just this bright, sweet, juicy orange that I absolutely love. And then in the middle, you have honey and lots of honey. Lots and lots of honey. You have gardenia, orange blossom, jasmine, and peach. I love all of those things. I really love peach type of scents. I love peaches. Peaches are just, I love peaches. And then beeswax caramel. I mean, I love caramel. But as you can tell, this is a very sweet perfume. These are all pretty sweet notes. But then you add in some patchouli and some licorice, which I've told you guys before, I really love that. I love that combination, that deep, sexy patchouli and licorice combination just creates a level of depth to a perfume. It really, to me, grounds the perfume out and adds some character. And when people say they find this to be linear, I mean, I get it. Some people can only smell the honey because it is very, very strong. And so to them, it's like, whoa, this is just honey and that's super linear. But to me, I can smell all the other stuff. I smell the orange, I smell the honey, I smell the peach. I do smell the gardenia just a little bit, which I love. I definitely smell the caramel. And then I get that deep patchouli licorice base. I find this perfume to be anything but boring, anything but linear. I find it to be a top 10 perfume for life. I cannot imagine not having this perfume in my collection. It is one of my most enjoyable perfumes to wear, and I absolutely love it. So yeah, and my husband likes it too. So it makes for a really good date night scent. I feel very sexy, very beautiful. He always compliments me when I wear it, and yeah, this is definitely like my signature date night scent for sure. All right, the next special occasion is a Halloween party. Now I realize not everybody celebrates Halloween, so just kind of maybe view this as like a fall or autumn type of party. An event that you're going to in the fall or autumn. For me, I love Halloween. Halloween is my favorite. It is my absolute favorite. I love Halloween. And I love going to Halloween parties. I love to dress up for Halloween. I'm here for it. I'm here for Halloween. And if I were to be going out to some sort of like Halloween party, the fragrance I would choose is Casablanca by Swiss Arabian. The reason why I would choose this is because this smells like caramel apples to me. This is a beast mode perfume. You guys, this is very, very strong. This is another perfume you have to be like dedicated to wear all day long because this will be on you forever. I accidentally made the mistake one time of wearing this to bed. I got out of the shower and I just wanted to be like comforted. You know, I wanted something sweet. I wanted something comforting, something with a little bit of a gourmand touch. I sprayed this, but I couldn't go to sleep because I kept waking up because this kept waking me up because it was so strong. And I was like, okay, this is not the right perfume to wear to bed. But it is a beast mode. You're definitely going to project and it's going to last all day long. The top notes are apple and grapes. I think that is so much fun. It's super, super sweet. And I definitely get the apple. I think I get the apple more than I get the grapes. And then middle notes are white woods, iris, and patchouli. I love that they added patchouli in here. Surprise, surprise. And then base notes are balsam, musk, suede, amber, and caramel. So what I really get out of this is the apple and the caramel. I get a little bit of that patchouli as well. It does seem like a deeper type of fragrance. And I think I do get a little bit of suede in here. That kind of threw me off. The first time I tried this perfume, I really wasn't sure. It's actually labeled as a unisex perfume, but I don't really get that. I don't feel like it's unisex. I feel like it leans more on the feminine side. Not that men couldn't wear this by any means, but I do feel very feminine still when I wear this. So I think it leans more on the feminine in my opinion. That suede note kind of, it's in there, I can smell it, but it's very smooth. So it really doesn't make it masculine to my nose. And I just love it. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. But really what I get mostly is the caramel and the apple. And it reminds me of caramel apples. It reminds me of bobbing for apples. I eat a lot of caramel apples right around that time of year because it's my favorite like fall dessert. And I associate fall with Halloween. So this is like one of my favorite fall fragrances. And it's definitely something that I think of around the Halloween season. So this is what I would pick for a Halloween party because it reminds me of bobbing for apples. The next special occasion I have is Thanksgiving Day. Now, if you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, then just pretend it's a family dinner sometime in the fall. But for me and my family, we do celebrate Thanksgiving. I love Thanksgiving. I love Thanksgiving food. Okay, I really like seeing my family and friends. Yeah. But what I really love about Thanksgiving is the food. I am a big fan of turkey. I'm a big fan of mashed potatoes. I love stuffing. I love green bean casserole. Yeah, all of it. Deviled eggs, pie, cookies. I'm here for it, and I love to eat, okay? So I'm not a very good cook, and my husband does all the cooking. I am a really good baker though. And so I'm the one that's responsible for all the desserts on Thanksgiving. I bake all of the desserts. And so when I think of Thanksgiving, I think of baking. I will be wearing my Kayali Vanilla 28. This is one of my favorite vanillas. I mean, I just think it's so beautiful. I really, really love Vanilla 28. Gosh, you guys, I love this. I know some people don't like it. I know some people call it kind of boring. I've heard people say it's a boring vanilla. I couldn't disagree more. I just love this so, so much. The top notes are vanilla, orchid, and jasmine. And then the middle notes, you have brown sugar and tonka bean. Who doesn't love brown sugar? I mean, brown sugar, it's so good. I use brown sugar in baking all the time, and so this really reminds me of baking. And then in the base, you have amber, musk, amberwood, and patchouli. That vanilla and brown sugar and tonka bean combination, and then you've got the patchouli in the base to ground it, which I love. Yeah, I really, really love this. This reminds me of baking. It's a very sweet, vanilla gourmand with a little patchouli twist. I think it's absolutely fantastic. The lasting power on this is not like the most amazing thing in the world, but I really don't have a lot of problems with it. I overspray it and it lasts about 6+ hours on my skin. It's not an all-day beast mode, and the projection, the sillage is just moderate. It's not beast mode. It's not like out there for everybody. You're just going to smell really sweet, really good. It's just a moderate performing perfume, but I think the performance is decent. It's not terrible. I love the way that this smells, and this is definitely the one I should have picked for Thanksgiving Day. The next special occasion is a Christmas party or a New Year's Eve party or some sort of holiday party. Now, if you don't celebrate the holidays, then just think of it as a winter party. But for me, I do celebrate Christmas and I do celebrate New Year's. If you were going to some sort of holiday party, what is the fragrance that you would pick? And for me, it would be Kayali again, and it would be Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper. I've talked about this so many times. I actually almost didn't put this in this video because I feel like I have mentioned Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper now in like almost every perfume video I've done. So I'm sorry to be repetitive, but it is what it is. You know, I gotta tell you guys the truth, you know? I gotta tell you what I would actually pick. I'm not playing around when I say I like this perfume, okay? I'm not playing. I really, really like this perfume. This is another top 10 for life. This is definitely, like, no questions asked, top 10. I love it. It's my baby. I think it is one of the most just intoxicating and addicting. Addicting is probably the right word for me because I think I am pretty much addicted to this. I'll wear other fragrances, but then I'm like, okay, it's time for my Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper now. And then a couple days will go, I'll wear other fragrances, and I'm like, okay, I need to wear Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper again. I always go back to this one. It's just absolutely beautiful, especially right now. I think that Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper performs at its absolute best in the wintertime, and that's why it made me think of like holiday, festive, happy types of situations, like a holiday party. Top notes are pink pepper, saffron, royal lily, and bergamot. The pink pepper and the saffron in the opening gives it a little bit of a spiciness, which I really, really love. And then middle notes are Bulgarian rose, May rose, vanilla orchid, and magnolia. The rose in here is just beautiful. It's like a jammy, sweet, yummy rose, almost like something edible, like a rose that you could just like spread on toast and eat like jam, you know? That probably doesn't sound very good, but it smells amazing. And then base notes are sandalwood, amber, patchouli, and musk. I love amber, I love sandalwood, I love musk, and I love patchouli. Just definitely my cup of tea right here. I think it's such a beautiful, well blended, feminine smelling perfume. It's definitely unique. It's got some character, almost like some Middle Eastern kind of vibes to it. It's just not your typical everyday scent. You're definitely going to stand out. You're going to smell amazing. I've gotten lots of compliments on this perfume. I feel really, really good, really comfortable in this perfume. It's just amazing. If you haven't tried Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper, please get a sample and check it out. I think if you like sweet, rose with a touch of spiciness to it type of perfumes, I think you'd really, really like this one. And I think it would be absolutely perfect for like a Christmas party. All right, and then the last occasion is a girls' night. So if you're gonna go out with the girls and you're gonna have a good time and you're gonna get some drinks and go dancing, some clubbing, or whatever you do for girls' night, what fragrance would you choose to go out? So for me, I would want to wear something fun, something flirty, definitely not anything serious, just very feminine, very girly, but most of all, fun, because that's what girls' night is all about, right? Having fun. So for me, I would choose by Lancome the La Vie Belle Intense version. I just got this fragrance in my collection, so I've only worn it a couple of times, but man, is it fun. It is so much fun. It just makes me smile when I wear it because this is like the most like flirty, fun, carefree, girly type of perfume that I own. I just really, really enjoy it. Top notes are raspberry, pink pepper, and bergamot. The raspberry in here just really makes this for me. It really does. It's fruity. It's sweet, it's flirty. Middle notes are heliotrope, jasmine, sambac, and orange blossom. And then in the base, you have vanilla, iris, benzoin, patchouli, and sandalwood. Again, all notes that I love. The patchouli is very smooth. It's not a dirty, earthy patchouli. It's just a very smooth patchouli that I think is super important to have in this fragrance because without it, I think this would be too sweet. But for me, because it has that patchouli base, it helps to, like I said before, round it out. But yeah, this isn't like a super serious, classy, sophisticated kind of scent. It's definitely nothing I would wear to like a black tie event, or probably not even for like a really fancy date night. But if I was just going out and getting some drinks with the girls, this is what I'm gonna pick. But you really do have to like raspberry in order to enjoy this fragrance. I love raspberry and I love this perfume. I just think this would be so fun for girls' night. It has great performance. It's not quite as beast mode as the original La Vie Belle from what I can remember. I find that kind of interesting since this is supposed to be the intense version. But the performance definitely is good. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I thought it was super fun to come up with my answers and decide what I would wear for what occasion. And I would love to hear from you guys. I really want to know what you would pick for these special occasions. What are your favorites? Do you have any perfumes that you recommend for me? I have my eye on a couple that you guys have been recommending to me. And yeah, so I love when you guys give me recommendations. So keep them coming. I love to hear from you guys. I hope everybody is having an amazing day. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and I will see you in my next video. Bye!